What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Sky Factory 5. Hello. All right. Today, I want to get into farming. So, I want to set up a tree farm and I want to set up an Inferium farm. So, let's just get right into this. I'm going to try to figure out the tree farm myself because I don't know. I know the kind of the bare basics. I've did a little bit of expanding. uh, I don't think there's too much else to show. These are almost starting to get. Oh, we got some leaves up there. These are starting to get filled up almost all the way. But let's get right into. Let's do the tree farm first, shall we? All right. So let's see if we can figure this out. So I want to try to make a windmill. Okay. So let's see if we go barrel, go deployer. I want the saws facing the same way. I guess it doesn't really matter. So I think in theory, this should be a contraption. So if I just give it some windmills. All right. One thing I did forget about is we're going to need some slime. So I wonder if I could put some wheat in one of these. Let's test it. All right, let's see if we put some wheat in here. Sweet, we got some wheat flour. Then we can make some dough. Grab a lime dye. I love that recipe for slime. It's pretty good. Oh, I need 2 slime. That's annoying. Let's make some super glue. Awesome. Okay, and now let's grab a couple chests. In theory, this should work. I'm not too sure though. All right, so we're gonna super glue that. Must be connected. So that doesn't count as connected. Think everything's connected. So in theory, if I just go, okay, it is working. It's kind of going the wrong way though. Okay, let's give it some saplings and test. All right, so for now, we're tell these to be filters for these. Oh, that's not the kind of barrel I wanted. Okay, let's get a different barrel. All right, so let's try that. Is everything still glued in? Yeah. Okay. So if I give this some saplings and turn it on, okay, that's promising. It's planting them. Let me grab something to see if I can get these to grow. All right, let's just water these up. Okay, here we got one tree we can test. I hope this works. I guess it'll be a minute. Let's try it over here first. Yeah, so will this work? Hey, that's a good sign. Okay, I want to stay away. Now, will it touch this one? Oh, let's. Why didn't you work? I think everything else worked, but not that part. So it should chop this tree. It's very slow. I could probably add more windmills to speed it up, but this is just test 1. Like if I go in that barrel that has stuff, so it should be taking it. Oh, maybe that time? No. All right, so I moved it up. I guess these don't need to be glued together. So I moved it up 1 and put a chute under it. So let's see if that will work. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So I think that should just work now. So in theory, I could expand this out a little bit and then just move that somewhere else. Cool. I'm happy with that. I may add some more windmills and whatnot, but for now we have passive wood growth. Next step, Inferium. And the cool thing is about using green trees, if I go, well, if I go over here, we are getting some Inferium. So awesome. Yeah, let's set that up a little bit faster and then we will onto the Inferium. Okay, so I added some more windmills and so it seems like it's going quite a bit faster. I may find a way of like upgrading this to be a little bit bigger and move the interface a little bit later, but for now, I'm pretty happy with this. If you don't know how these work, they attack the source block at the bottom, and that's enough to destroy the whole tree. So like stuff like this isn't growing, unfortunately. Isn't chopping. I may have to tweak it a little bit. 'Cause I think I got 4 deployers, 4 saws. That should be enough to chop everything. We now have passive tree farm. And I can change these saplings to whatever I want. But why is it not getting this one? Because I didn't plant any of these. For whatever reason, that one's not reaching. That's okay. We have a good enough foundation. I'll tweak this a little bit in the future. But for now, we have passive wood coming in. All right, so to get these farms going, I want some sprinklers. And to get some sprinklers, you need the TerraGlass, which I believe if you put it above your crops, it makes them grow faster. So we may try getting some of that as well. But before we do that, the sprinklers, we need that glass, then we need Terra Preta, and then we need biomass. And to get biomass, you need flowers and leaves. To get flowers, you take dye onto leaves and you get flowers. So doesn't matter what leaves you use, just dye them and you get flowers. Oh, so this looks like it's full now, which is good. So that will just kind of stop, right? So I can make that barrel at the end bigger. But yes, production will kind of just stop and start filling things up, which is nice. So that's kind of the cool thing I like about this system is it just has good kind of built-in overflow protection. And then those will fill up, but then it'll just grind nothing, right? So yeah, that's cool. I also think I made the whole world lime green by eating lime dyes. Let's see if I eat a different dye. Will the world change to a different color? Yeah. So I don't know if that's permanent, but I hope not. Guess I could just eat black dye, I guess, to get back to normal. Sure. Is it nighttime though? Oh yeah, that would mess with me. What is the default color? I don't know what the original is anymore. All right, so I got the sprinklers made. These do use water sources though. So eventually these water may disappear, but we can change that later. If it, yeah, like if it runs out of water, I may find a way to continue to keep adding it, but that should be good for that. I don't know if the setup I want to do will use power, but let's set it up and we'll see. Also, our tree farm's getting kind of full, so I may need to find a better solution for all of this. One thing I forgot about is I'm going to need a bunch of seeds, and I think I only have two. So looks like I'm going to be growing some wheat for a little bit just to get some seeds, and then we'll get the Inferium set up. All right, so I also want to turn all these into Inferium farmland. Eventually, I'll upgrade them all to Supremium. Let's go like this to all of these. All right, now let's get some seeds down. I don't know if I have enough seeds yet, but once I get like a jetpack or something, I'll go underneath and start adding more of the layers of the growth accelerators, which so far I have 0. But look how quick some of these are growing already. It was just the sprinkler. Like it's going pretty quick just with Inferium and these sprinklers around. So that's pretty cool. All right, so these seems to be going pretty quickly. Fun tip, if you push Alt, you crawl down. But for now, I can just go like this and see how quickly. Actually, I might set up the collection thing. I just want to see how fast these are growing with just this. Look at that. They're already coming back. Like, that's so weird. I don't know if they've changed the tick speed or what, but look how quickly that's growing. That's great. Okay, let me see if I can get either an item collector or a harvester set up. Hopefully they don't use power. If they do, maybe we'll set up some power right now too. All right, so for now, let's just put this right here. Let's go get some light blue dye, and we'll just throw it into the flame. And this is how you get prosperity shards. So just go like this. Boom, blocks of prosperity. Love to see it. All right, so let's test this first scythe. I should just be able to go like this. There we go, do a nice good chunk of it. So what if I put this, oops, like that? Will that work? Is that working? All right, so we got the first concept there. We have an item collector over here. You can see it's kind of hard to see, but it's picking up that section. I can expand this a little bit more still. And then over here, I have an item user, which I could probably switch to that side as well. But it is working. I have my magnet right now, but oh, hi bees. So yeah, all of that stuff should be going over here. I have an auto Inferium farm. So that's pretty good. I'll probably again add the growth accelerators underneath it and expand it and change all the farmlands to premium and all that good stuff. But that's an auto farm. I'll make the scythe better and whatnot, but good progress. One thing I'm finding interesting is I'm not seeing a mod that adds like a demagnetizer, which is really too bad. So I may have to add that because if I just go over here, I just start collecting stuff. So that's problematic. But I think we have some pretty good groundwork. I think the next step we need to do is to get into some crafters. We have a couple options. We can go this route, the crafting machine, but we need to go to the nether. Unless there's another way for me to get there. Yeah. So we have to go to the nether. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Another option is these ones, the RF tools, but I was having issues with those in a test world, so I don't know if those will work. But we kind of get the crafter for Ender IO, or we can go this route. But I think all those are either going to need power or the nether. So let me just clean this up a bit and then we'll go from there. I know it's a short one, but I think that's where we're going to call it for today. We got auto wood and auto inferium set up. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Click subscribe and until next time, bye bye.